Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise. Grab a cup of coffee and tag along as we bring you industry news and happenings from across our great nation, or as we sit down with interesting folks with a story you need to hear. Our experts will explain what's going on in today's market, and as always, the best quality cattle will be offered at our upcoming auction. It's going to be a superior day. Thanks for joining us.
Well, good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise, live from our Superior Studios right here in the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. I'm glad you joined us this morning, and soon world champion auctioneer Charlie Cummings and I will give you a brief market report and let you know what's going on in the cattle industry. Also in Kirby's Corner, she visits with a very special Superior Livestock customer who is doing great things down in Crockett, Texas. We have a new segment on Superior Sunrise this morning. We'll be featuring a veterinarian talking about BVD and the precautionary measures that you can take to help make sure and eliminate that from your operation. Also on hand, as always, world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade and I will preview what we have to offer today in the auction. I hope you're having a good morning, and I'm glad you joined us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Superior is the most comprehensive livestock marketing service in the industry, serving both buyers and sellers. Superior's success and growth is the result of its reputation for honesty, integrity, and a deep desire to provide our customers with absolute satisfaction. Contact us at 800-422-2117 and find out why we're America's leader in livestock marketing.
44 Farms is known throughout the country to have the greatest quality Angus genetics, backed by the most responsive customer service. For 4 generations, 44 Farms has continued its integrity and commitment to the beef industry by providing elite quality bulls and females to help enhance your operation. To learn more about 44 Farms, visit them online at 44farms.com. Welcome back to Superior Sunrise with me, world champion auctioneer Charlie Cummings. Charlie, today we are going to have a great auction offering tremendous cattle from all the regions. But I think yesterday we have to touch on just a little bit. We had our first annual Superior Select Replacement Commercial Female Auction. You were on hand. Give us a quick recap on how you felt it went yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. Nice to see you back. Hey, yeah, yesterday we had that Superior Select sale, and it was absolutely tremendous. The market was just great. Our reps did such a great job. The girls in the office and everybody at Superior did such a great job putting together such a high-quality set of bred heifers and females and cows alike. And, you know, a lot of them bred females, you know, we see up over 2,000. 3- and 4-year-olds definitely 2,250 to 24, and a lot of them pairs bring 2,500. So really, really good market, and lots of good genetics out there, and we'll see Superior Select these female sales continue in the future.
Great, and I know I've heard that buzz as well. Not sure when the next one will be, but I guarantee you it will be coming. Let's venture on to today. What do you expect to see in the market, and maybe what happened in the overnight?
You know, in the overnight corn, it was just pretty well steady. Feeder cattle yesterday fell off just a little bit early, kind of come back in the overnight. I think today in the market, we're going to kind of show 22,000 head of these feeder calves, yearlings, and calves on cows and wean calves. Looks like to me we're going to be active again. You know, we're kind of steady from where we were 2 weeks ago, and I think as you look out there further in that January feeder market and even into May, you know, we're at that 167 mark, and I think you'll see that continue here with activity in the market like we've had in the past weeks.
Great. Well, activity in the market, activity in the Superior Studios. We've got all kinds of folks on hand from the auction yesterday, carrying over to today, as well as in the Fort Worth Stockyards. It is the Red Seagull Annual Cowboy Gathering. Literally thousands of people will line the streets all throughout the weekend. So, Charlie, thanks for being here today. And, folks, when we come back, Kirby's Corner. Stay with us.
A rep for Superior Livestock for the last 25 years. I like to use the country page because it gives me an advantage to sell these cattle for immediate delivery. Right after the first year, I started putting more and more cattle on there because the feeders and backgrounders in Montana and places wanted an outlet for those cattle in between the sales, and I've gotten along excellent with the program.
That's one thing that kind of sets the base for the country page is hard work, dedication. And when we get an upswing in the market, we really need to get these cattle traded. The country page is the way to go.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. It's no secret that dealers define who we are. This group of energized businessmen are delivering like never before. And what are they delivering? New products, service, and equipment for people with field smarts just like you.
As ranchers, we're always keeping an eye on what good old Mother Nature's given or taken from our cattle's forage base. It's a guessing game we all play as to if key minerals are actually getting into our cows or not. Well, no more games for this rancher as of right now. Right Now Mineral, that is. It comes color-coded in emerald, bronze, gold, or onyx. It's a design system for year-round intake and features superior all-weather technology, so your hard-earned money just isn't blowing in the wind. It's the right time for Right Now Mineral.
Welcome to Kirby's Corner. I've had the opportunity to visit with some amazing ranching families. This one in particular is a Superior customer who has an incredible story to share.
The Michelle Lynn Holsey story is about a very special lady. She was a wife, mom, friend, and daughter who touched many lives. Every year since 2006, Michelle has been honored and remembered by those who continue to share her story. Through what started as a fundraiser dinner and auction has now turned into the annual Michelle Lynn Holsey Foundation NCHA cutting event. Michelle battled cancer the way she lived her life, with grace and dignity. After losing her battle to breast cancer, her husband Lee found it important to give back not only to the doctor who did so much for Michelle, but also those families who are in need of assistance.
We're sitting around those waiting rooms. We just met these people, heard their stories. My wife was a very caring, good-hearted individual.
To ensure her legacy continues for generations, Lee and his children, along with the help of others, started the Michelle Lynn Holsey Foundation to assist Michelle's doctor in his quest to bring this remarkable treatment to the world and to support patients in need. Michelle and Lee met wonderful families throughout her illness, and Lee hopes his children can continue to give back to those who face the hardships brought about by the disease.
And my goal is, in my children's lifetime, instead of giving $50,000 or $60,000 a year away, I'd like for them to be able to, give $500,000 away a year. It really help some people.
Lee Holsey is a cattle rancher active in the agriculture industry and a part of the Superior community. Lee has consigned cattle on Superior Livestock Auction for more than 10 years and enjoys and appreciates his relationship with the Superior representative, Gerald Yeager.
A longtime friend and has always done a great job representing our cattle with Superior. So I'm glad to be associated with Superior Livestock and Mr. Yeager.
The cutting event in years past has been a huge success. With more than 500 competitors last year, the cutting is now a 4-day event. Lee Holsey competes in the cutting as well as our very own Superior representative, Rusty Cordova. This year, Russ came away with the 4-year-old non-pro reserve champion. Lee is grateful for the generous individuals who came to the cutting, from the participants to the avid fans, and those who donate to the auction, and the several awards given among the competitors. For more information or how you can donate, visit the website at michellelynnholsey.com.
Join Superior Productions as we team up with the 2013 World Championship Appaloosa Show and broadcast their World Appaloosa Sale live October 30th at 6 p.m. Central on SuperiorClickToBid.com. Log on to view live streaming video of the great horses being offered in the sale and have the ability to bid and buy through Superior Productions. For more information and to register as a buyer, call us today or visit us online at SuperiorLivestock.com. Follow Superior Livestock to Tennessee for the annual National Cattlemen's Beef Association Convention and Trade Show. Stop by Superior's booth 1184 to visit with Superior representatives. Sit down and watch a Superior Livestock auction on site
and of course talk the cattle business with folks from coast to coast. Mark it down February 4th through the 7th in Nashville. Superior will see you there.
Welcome back. This morning in Market Top Picks, Dr. Glenn Rogers visits with us about BVD and what the precautionary measures are you can take to eliminate it from your operation and really give us a background of just what BVD is.
Cattle that are tested negative for BVD persistent infection or BVD-PI have been recognized by Superior Livestock since 2008. Briefly, I'll address the following. What is BVD? What is BVD-PI? And why is testing for BVD-PI important? BVD is an acronym for bovine viral diarrhea caused by BVD virus infection. However, the disease causes its greatest losses through suppression of the immune system, its effect on the respiratory system as a contributor to BRD, and herd reproductive losses. In a cow herd, BVD can cause a decrease in pregnancy, calving, and weaning percentage. Controlling BVD requires some understanding of the importance of PI animals, how they are created, how they spread BVD, and steps that can be taken to eliminate these carrier animals. This slide illustrates how BVD virus spreads in a herd through development of PI calves. Through about the first 4 months of gestation, fetuses have an underdeveloped immune system that is basically incapable of recognizing a virus and developing immunity. When a heifer or cow is exposed to BVD virus, possibly from a PI animal in the herd, she can easily become infected with the virus, even though she will most likely show no visible signs of infection. When this happens, BVD virus can enter the bloodstream and travel to the fetus. Since fetuses in early development do not have an immune system capable of recognizing BVD as a foreign invader, the fetus becomes persistently infected, or PI. From this point forward, this fetus will be a PI until death. If the fetus makes it to calving, it will be a continuous source of BVD infection for all cattle that it comes in contact with for its entire life. Cattle that come in contact with PI animals can have decreased production and/or reproductive performance. Pregnant heifers or cows that come in contact with a PI can then give birth to PIs, keeping the cycle of disease going in a cow herd. If a PI heifer does not die, is not culled for poor performance, or is not removed through PI testing and then becomes pregnant, she will deliver a calf that will also be PI. Herd additions, particularly bred heifers previously exposed to PI animals, pose a substantial biosecurity risk for BVD introduction. The two most important strategies for controlling BVD are number one, to identify and eliminate PI animals if present, and number two, immunize the cow herd against BVD through an effective vaccination program. For heifers, the BVD vaccine selected should be labeled to protect the fetus against BVD virus and administered 30 to 60 days prior to the breeding season. Consult your veterinarian to help define the potential risk of BVD infection presently in your herd and to assist in designing an immunization and biosecurity program specific to your operation.
Join Superior Livestock at the 18th Annual World Championship Ranch Rodeo November 7th through the 10th in Amarillo, Texas. If you're looking for edge-of-your-seat action, look no further. Ranch hands from across the country will vie for the world title. Be sure to stop by Superior Livestock's booth inside the trade show to watch live auctions happening that fun-filled weekend. We'll see you there.
Express Ranches, located in Yukon, Oklahoma, is ranked as the largest seed stock producer in the United States by the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Express Ranches currently has 5 production sales year-round. Let Express be your destination for your next herd sire or foundation female. Call Express today for more information, and we'll see you at the next sale.
Well, welcome back to Superior Sunrise. One of the many things that we love so much when we're down here in the Superior Studios in Fort Worth, Texas, we have a lot of new reps that come in from time to time, and I have some with me now. Sam Mitchell, as well as his son River. They're from the southern region of Oklahoma, Fletcher to be exact. Great to see you guys this morning.
Good morning.
And let's first start with you, Sam, and give us a little bit of background of yourself and what you do up there in Fletcher, Oklahoma, and then how you decided to come on board with Superior.
Well, my wife, Dwayne, and I, we have 4 boys, and we've run a backgrounding yard there for a number of years. Our boys are River here in Montana and Clancy and Oakley. And through our backgrounding yard, we had marketed cattle through Superior for a number of years. And with Superior, we were able to always get the benefit of the added value programs. So with those added value programs, Superior was just a great marketing tool for us. And we have some friends, David Blue there in Fletcher, that's always helped us out. He was our rep, and Danny Jones, which is now president of Superior Livestock here, which is been a great friend for years. And Danny, he had visited with us and talked to us about being Superior reps. And after kind of praying about it and giving a lot of thought, with the support of those 2 guys, we've made that choice because we think it's a good fit for our family.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, we're so excited to have you on board. River, I'm going to visit with you a little bit. We talk so much on Superior Sunrise of the importance of younger generations continuing on in the ranching industry and the ranching operation. Visit about how you help out there on the ranch, as well as I know you're a full-time college student.
Right. I've grown up on the ranch. I've been checking cattle. I've done that quite a bit. And right now I'm a college student, as you said, at Cameron University in southwestern Oklahoma there at Lawton. I'm an ag business major, and I'm like about a year, and I I'm excited about what there is to offer in the business right now, and I sure enjoy it as a lifestyle I've loved and grown to love, and look forward to what there is to look forward to.
Well, after college, can we say that you're going to be coming back to the ranch and maybe helping out the family?
Well, I would say that's definitely a big possibility.
And before I visit with Sam, just a little bit more, how do you feel about coming on board with Superior Livestock, becoming part of the family, and really getting into the nitty-gritty of repping cattle across America?
Oh, I'm excited about it for sure. It's been fun to meet the guys around here and get to learn the new system, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
We have a lot of tests that you're going to have to take. You know that. No, I'm just kidding. Sam, future goals and your aspirations with Superior Livestock. I know when you sign on as a rep, there's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of, I don't want to say anxiousness, but there's a lot to be told about that. Where do you see yourself in the future and what you hope for?
Well, there is a small training manual, and you sure want to read that to make sure you do as good a job as you can for the customers that you're representing, because Superior is obviously the most superior way to sell cattle that I can think of. And, it has a market. Our auction markets have their place, but Superior Livestock really has its place in the market. And, it's always in there, at least at the leading edge of the market. And that's what we love about it. And we want to be able to take that out to the people that we know and help them, realize a little more out of their cattle.
Well, great. Well, we look forward to so many great things coming from both of you in the southern region of Oklahoma. Thank you again so much for being here, guys. And folks, when we come back, we have another quick story on a very special Superior Livestock customer. Stay with us.
For 60 years, Burns Farms has produced Hereford cattle that excel in both phenotype and genetics. Join the Burns family on Saturday, November 2nd for their commercial bull and female sale live on Rural TV from their operation in Pikeville, Tennessee. 80 registered Hereford bulls and more than 100 commercial females will be offered. For more information and to register as a buyer, call Superior Productions today at 800-431-4452.
As ranchers, we're always keeping an eye on what good old Mother Nature's given or taken from our cattle's forage base. It's a guessing game we all play as to if key minerals are actually getting into our cows or not. Well, no more games for this rancher as of right now. Right Now Mineral, that is. It comes color-coded in emerald, bronze, gold, or onyx. It's a design system for year-round intake and features superior all-weather technology, so your hard-earned money just isn't blowing in the wind. It's the right time for Right Now Mineral.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
Each and every year, a very elite and select group of cowgirls are honored at the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame and Museum induction ceremony for their dedication to the Western way of life. Everyone here at Superior Livestock is honored to congratulate longtime Superior Livestock customer Missy Bonds of the Bonds Ranch in Saginaw, Texas, on her achievement.
With a sea of cowboy hats, sequins, and the who's who of cowgirls, you could not find an empty seat at the annual National Cowgirl Hall of Fame inductions inside the Will Rogers Memorial Center in Fort Worth, Texas. An event where ladies and gentlemen truly come from near and far to honor the select few who are honored for their grit and grace and what it means to be a cowgirl. Among the 4 inductees, including world champion barrel racer Mary Walker, was Superior's very own Missy Bonds of the successful Bonds Ranch, was honored as the 2013 Mitzi Lucas Riley Award recipient.
Receiving the Mitzi Lucas Riley Award this year is not only a very humbling experience, but I feel very, very honored.
The Mitzi Lucas Riley Award, whose namesake is a 1996 honoree and champion cowgirl, is honored to a young adult who promotes Western heritage in the community through education and volunteerism. Bonds meets their criteria and then some. She's the export program manager and assistant general manager for the Bonds Ranch. She is the youngest female elected to the board of directors for the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, and the first elected to a leadership position of a policies committee. Bonds, along with her father Pete, is passionate about the cattle and ranching industry and have not only made it into the family's way of life, but the family business.
What we do at the Bonds Ranch depends on what day it is. We never do the same thing twice. Right now, we are starting to get deliveries for wheat pasture cattle. We will also run summer stockers as well. We have a cow-calf operation, and we also feed cattle. I feel that this is something that I've just grown up always doing, and for somebody to acknowledge that it's making a difference means a lot.
Bonds is a true cowgirl at heart and someone who will continue to make a positive difference in our industry for decades to come.
The award to me means that not only am I honoring the people that have come, the women that have been a part of ranching heritage in the past, but for the future generations.
Superior Livestock congratulates Missy Bonds of the Bonds Ranch once again on this incredible achievement.
It's already time to get your horses ready for the annual Superior Fall Horse Auction. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November 9th, live on RFD TV, as Superior brings you the finest ranch, rope, barrel, and trail horses, and of course, the all-around performance horses. If you have a horse who deserves to be marketed on national television, the consignment deadline is October 1st. For more information, log on to superiorlivestock.com.
What's in a name?
Superior Livestock Auction.
Reputation, integrity, creativity. What's in our name?
Superior Livestock Auction.
The industry-leading livestock marketing company that focuses on its roots, serving the cattle industry for over 25 years. We grew out of a need and blossomed into a leader. We understand that a name means far more than just some words on a page. It's character and history. It's lifelong endeavors. It's your identity. What's in a name?
Superior Livestock Auction. Market your cattle the superior way.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. With me, as always, the one and only world champion, auctioneer Ralph Wade. Gosh, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in quite some time. It's great to be back.
I mean, you ran off and left us, Katie, but we had a great time while you were gone. I'll tell you, it was good. We did miss you, and of course, we're glad to see you back here this morning. And let's say you get back into town, and I understand you had quite a little program yesterday that you went on.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. I had the opportunity to co-MC the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame induction ceremony with not only my mentor, but dear friend Pam Minnick. And I tell you what, there was not one pair of sequins shirts or crystals or cowboy boots in a 100-mile radius that was safe, because they were all there at Will Rogers. But what an incredible experience. But it's great to be back. Kirby did an awesome job on Superior Sunrise, and I appreciate her helping out with that. I just had some events come up there, just all kind of got together. But great to be back.
You're popular. You do a great job. You know your business. I mean, what else can be said, And she did. Kirby did a great job. Also, I wanted to bring up, too, who else was in town yesterday that went to the program?
How about that? My mom. I got her on the airplane, flew her all the way from California on that 3.5-hour flight, but she had a great time venturing on to some of our Superior Livestock reps. Before we get into those regions, I have to say, Miss Allie Bear, in the brand new edition of America's Horse, a 4-page spread on our dear Superior Livestock representative, Allie Bear. Awesome article. Be sure and pick it up and read it. She is such an asset to the family, and I know you'll attest to that. Moving forward, tomorrow we have a great Superior Productions auction. Just got to hit that really fast. 44 farms down in Cameron, Texas. Be sure if you are interested in some great genetics, log on to superiorclicktobid.com. Switching gears, moving towards the regions. You've got a lot to say today and a lot to be offered.
Well, I got a little bit to talk about. Yeah, we had a great sale yesterday, and going into today, we've got about a little over 22,000 cattle altogether. We'll start out with the Holsteins as usual, and then go right into the region 3, 4, 5, and 6 on our feeder steers, and then follow them with the feeder heifers. Region 1 and 2, we'll move up to our northern country, sell the feeder steers and then feeder heifers, and then we'll stay up there and sell the calves, the wean calves first, and then calves on cows. And then when we get done with those, we'll come back to Region 8, and I'll tell you a little more about that here in just a little bit. And then we'll go to our Florida calves, and then we're going to sell our Region 3 wean calves, and then we go 3, 4, 5, and 6 calves on or wean calves, rather, calves on cows first. And then we'll wind up with the bread stock at the end of the day. You've got some more bread stock for these folks today. If you didn't get some yesterday, you can sure get some today. Back to the Region 8, first time that we've had an opportunity to talk about them. That is Canada. And we've got a couple of reps that are up there. They're actually from down in this country. I think you had one of them, River, that was on. He works up on a ranch up in Canada, and he has gotten some cattle consigned from up in that region. And I just want to touch on it a little bit for some of the buyers that might be listening and having a few questions about it. And it'll be the same deal. You'll need to send your trucks to get the cattle up into Canada, and the cattle will be loaded there just like they are here. Our rep will be there, and you'll be represented in that way. And, of course, they weigh those cattle with a 4%, which is standard up in Canada. And then all of the fees, or any fees, to get them across the border into the United States will be paid by the seller. But the truck and the trucking will be, of course, the buyer's responsibility at that point. But, again, you will be represented there. River and his brother will be up there, and they'll be there at the ranch and taking care of that part. So we're glad to have those Canadians there with us. And these are some colony cattle, and those folks up there, it gives them a great opportunity to market their cattle. And so give us a call. We'll be glad to work with you.
Yep, and if you didn't catch all that information, you can call us anytime at 800-422-2117. But like Ralph said, we're excited to have Region 8 on board there. We got to add that to our maps. I'm not sure if Mike has that on our maps yet. But before you go down there and sell that first lot, and folks, before we stand for the national anthem, I want to just touch on all of our dear friends and so many of our customers up in South Dakota and the surrounding regions. I know that it may not be in the news anymore from 2 weeks ago, but so many of our customers are still having an extremely difficult time up there just trying to pick up all of the pieces. So if you would please just sit here with us as we share a rancher's prayer for all of our dear friends in that area.
The rancher looked toward heaven and said, "God, where have you been? Do you know that we had a blizzard with rain, snow, and wind? You know I built this herd of mine with blood, sweat, and tears. You know the work and worry as I struggled through the years. Now as I stand and look around, I see that it is gone, and I don't know if I have the strength to rebuild or go on. And God looked down from heaven, saw the pain there in his eyes. He heard the sadness in his voice, and he knew the sacrifice. He said, "My son, you're not alone. I'm walking there with you. I'll give you all the strength you need for what you have to do. I'll give you courage to go on through all the loss and pain. I'll give you hope to start once more and build your herd again." I know that this is who you are and not just what you do. And as you're making your fresh start, I'll be right there with you. Do not think this is a failure or that you've done something wrong. You're an example of the spirit that makes South Dakota strong. So stand up straight and tall, my son, for I have faith in you. Put yesterday behind you now, for we've got work to do.